Hello, hello, hello. I greet you and I warmly welcome you back to yet another edition of our positive word. Thank you for joining me. I trust that you're okay and having a good weekend. It's a special day. We've been celebrating the birthday of one of my brothers in the Lord. And so I'm still in the euphoria of the celebration. Anyways, we will not forget our positive word. So here we are. Today's focus is empty net. Empty net. If we go back to the book of John, chapter 21, we have an account of how the disciples of Jesus, those who were fishermen, of course, had gone fishing all night and they had found nothing. And their nets were basically empty until Jesus came by. And in verse 6, he said to them to cast their nets to the right. And of course, they had a great catch. The catch was so magnificent that their nets were at breaking point. They had to call on other fishermen in the neighborhood to come and support them to haul in the catch for that day. Is your net empty? Do you even have a net? What is the state of your net? There are a few reasons why someone's net can be empty. Your net might be empty if you have not received Jesus into your heart. Jesus in your heart will make your net full. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You will be contented. You will be happy. You will have his peace in your heart, with Jesus living there, of course, guiding and steering you to do his will as we continue in our daily, day-to-day activities. Another reason why someone's net might be empty is if they decide to get the net piled up, filled with things, commodities, items that are of no value, that have no eternal value. That means you're encumbered by so many activities that when you pass, I'm just trying to get this glare off my glasses. I do not know. Well, anyways, I hope it's not disturbing anybody anyway. Sorry for the distraction by me. Yes, so when we pass, all those gazillion things that we get busy with, we're being human. You're adults. We're trying to be adults, do what adults do. We have our jobs, our businesses, various things that we attend to. And the relevant thing of the kingdom, we abandon it. That is not helpful. That is not what God has called us for. So your net, it may be weighed down by so much, but effectively, that is an empty net because it's piled high with the most irrelevant things that will not stand the test of time. Another reason why someone's net might be empty, maybe that person who had Jesus in their hearts once upon a time. You were burning for the Lord. You were happy. You were saved. You did all the things, serving in the vineyard. Suddenly you've gone cold. Suddenly the things of God no longer tickles your fancy. You're no longer interested. You're moving about dragging an empty net. Where are you? Jesus wants you to have a great catch. Jesus wants us to be fruitful. Otherwise, he wouldn't say in his word, go into the world and multiply in all areas of our lives, especially in the spiritual areas. So I'm just stopping by here today to remind us that some people are moving around in the world with nets that are supposed to be full, luxuriant, rich with all the benefits that God can give, but they're plodding along empty. Today I call on you guys. Jesus is saying, let down your net, cast your net. You know where that net is? The net of love, the net of coming back to the fold, just repenting and asking God to save you and receive you. The net of patience to walk with other people who may not be as good, smart, intelligent like yourself. The net to see and discern the will of God. It's my prayer that God will help us to not be people who would be busy in his vineyard, but the busyness is not about his work. May God help us to live our lives conscious of the fact that only what we do for Christ will last and stand the test of time. Thank you for joining me today. You take care until I come your way again. It's goodbye as you go about working, checking where your net is, what is in your net. Don't be like the disciples, follow Jesus for a while and go back because Jesus is no longer here with them. We must be attending to our master's work. The laborers, the harvest is ripe, the laborers are few. The business of evangelism is our call. Go ye into the world and preach the gospel. That is a call to all of us. I hope and pray that more people will yield and answer to that call. And we speak the words of life, of salvation to the world around us as we see the day of our Lord approach. God bless you.